New things to show you, things to tell you. Stay tuned and all will be revealed. Well, good morning everyone and welcome back to Piccadilly Model Railways. So this is a relatively short video to show you one or two things and update you on one or two things. So let's kick off with a brand new loco, which actually was an incredible steal. Now this is actually insane. Now I got this, it arrived this week. In fact, I got it on Tuesday, I think it was. And I've been wanting one of these for quite a while. You probably realise I've got rockets, which has broken down again, by the way. There's been a short on it, so I need to sort that out. And you probably saw at Christmas Locomotion 1. And I really do like these Era 1 stock. And you probably remember I bought something from Sam's Trains as well. And there was a couple of wagons in there, Era 1 wagons. So with all of that and the chaldrons as well, I think this is going to make a nice setting at some point in the future. Now, this was £154 on Hornby website, and I saw it advertised for around about the £120 mark at the basic box shifters. And so I thought, should I, shan't I? And I decided not. And then Hornby reduced their price even more to £107.99, I think it might have been. It was around that sort of 107, maybe £108 mark. And but I didn't pay anything remotely like that. I paid £56 for this. It's brand new. You might be thinking, well, how? Well, it's the rewards, Hornby rewards, and so when I got just over 50 quid, so as you can imagine, that once I'd taken that off, this was an absolute steal. I mean, there's no way you could even buy one of these second hand for that, let alone buy it brand new. So I absolutely jumped at it with both arms. So here we go, and it's not got a decoder in it at the moment. That's running with the blanking plate on DC. So you will see this on the layout at some point in the future. I think the HM7000 decoders do fit in it, and there's certainly a sound profile on the Hornby website. So I would be surprised if it didn't take the HM7000 with the profile being there and all that. So anyway, that's something else to look forward to for the future. And as I said, the double O gauge layout is due for some major changes. So just a quick catch up on how I did with the Resin 3D printer. Well, after last week's video, I've managed to get it all set up now and it's ready to print. So how did I get on with the first few prints? Let's take a look. So I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail here, but one of the first things you need to do is to download a test model. And this particular printer has the ability to set up 8 of those and expose each one to a slightly different amount of time, as you can see on the screen. So how did that turn out? Well, you can see up close some of the test prints that come out from that. This is the second go of printing these. The first one, I didn't have the initial exposure setting on quite right, so I had to increase that as they all started peeling off the build plate. So it turned out that I need to use 2.5 seconds and then everything should work quite well. So off I go with my first print, and you can see it did turn out successful after a couple of failures, which is down to me learning about the software and how the printer works. But this is a rook from a chess set, from an Elegoo test piece. Look at the spiral staircase around the outside, and you might be able to make out there's like a twist running up through the middle. Absolutely insane. And look at the writing on the top. printed in 3 dimensions. Now that is just unbelievable, and there's no way that the filament printers would be able to do that. Welcome back. Now, just a bit of an update on this scene where the mill is going back. So you can see now I've now decorated up this part which is going to go in there, and you'll see that in position in a minute. And I've also completely repainted that back scene as well. Bearing in mind that that bit cut out there will be covered by this unit here. So there's only one thing for it. Let's get it all back together. So there it is. So finally, after all of this time, the mill and everything else is back in place, and the 4 tracks, just to confirm, are there. Just in case you thought I was showing you an old shot from a year or more ago. No, this is smack up to date. And so for those of you who are not sure what Tor Val Mill is, it's an actual place. You can visit it. It's an event centre now, so you can have a wedding there or a conference or that sort of stuff. So I made this, well, just over a year ago now. And the River Goit is the one running around the outside. And so you've got an outdoor stage there. And there's some 3D printed steps, if you can see those green ones in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. You've got the weir. The River Goit comes around here, as you can see. Haven't put this screen back in yet, by the way. I've just left it off to show you this. And the view, as you would be going out of Dinting. And that line goes around the corner into that tunnel just there. And the train from that would then come out of that tunnel just there. Double tracks. And there's the line going out of New Mills, which is just here. I do need to sort out this horrendous gap, which seemingly has appeared down there, but I'll probably just put a little bit of glue, a bit of tape, a strip of tape, and just ballast over the top of it. That might be the easiest way, or a strip of paper or something. But I'll sort that out because that does look awful. But I'm really pleased with the way all of that is now merging together. Anyway, somebody did ask me if I would do a layout tour. So let's have a look. Right, so if I just give you a bit of a pan over first of all, and then I'll take you in and have a slightly closer look. Not going to spend long, but it'll just give you an idea of what the layout is like. And there you go. So obviously this area has not been done at all. And we've got Piccadilly Station here, which is Manchester Piccadilly, hence the name of the layout. And pretty much all of this has been 3D printed. And if you weren't sure, this is N gauge. If I can take you down, you'll be able to see, hopefully, inside a little bit. I should go down in there. There you go. Have a bit of a pan round. It is a bit difficult, so I'm trying not to knock things off. There's some quite delicate signs and things, but it's all there. And the ramp on platform 10, and you've got the area going across. There's that bridge going across to 13 and 14, which has been modelled. Even those large elephant feet on the columns there. And the back scene is actually taken from Google Maps and is Manchester. So in the back scene you can see there's the old Mayfield station just there. And I haven't really kind of shown you this. You've probably seen it in the videos, but this is the scene now coming out of Manchester. And I was trying to think what to do with this. It's by no means done yet, but I'm just going to continue this building as if it was to go underneath. So it'd be like some kind of tunnel or passing through, if you like, two buildings. But yeah, that's Manchester Piccadilly. And this is dinting. So for those of you in the know, this is a V-shaped station. And the tracks do actually do this. It's a single line station. And there is actually another line in reality coming over this way as well to join up with both. But modelling restrictions have not allowed me to do that. But the buildings are all there. See from that side. And this is a burnt out, run down part of the station. And I believe that it went to single line in 1981 when there was a horrendous freight train crash down here. And it destroyed this platform, and it was costing more to repair that platform than to rip out the old tracks. So that's when it went to single line. And then coming across, you've got New Mills, or New Mills Central. I'll just give you a bit of a pan down there. So you might be familiar with the two bridges. There's the road bridge in the background there, and the footbridge. And there. And that comes out, and there is a siding for trains to sort of wait, if you like. Bringing around this way, and this line here goes around as a big loop, and then goes over Piccadilly Station, or will do, and then joins back up with Dinting. This area here, we've got this iPad thing in the way, but you've got Hadfield just there in the background. And as I said in a previous clip, it's lots of different areas which are sort of put next to each other, but yet miles and miles apart. So obviously this line isn't like that. In reality, there's miles apart from there. And just to give you a bit of tour here, going down the main line. And the main line continues down there and disappears underneath the Tor Vale area, which I showed you earlier on. Okay, now just a brief word here. This is, well, it's obviously a carriage shed. You know, I've not actually given it a name, although there is quite a famous carriage shed outside of Manchester. That is going to have some major reconstruction at some point in the future. And then this area here, it is a bit of a dumping ground, I'm afraid, but that's the way life is. That line there will be Glossop, and so you've got Hadfield and Glossop, and they both come out of Dinting. You might argue that New Mills doesn't, I know, but modelling licence and all that. Okay, hopefully that gives you an idea of what the layout is like. Anyway, I think I'll leave the video there. I hope you've enjoyed it and seeing the new locomotive and the progress on the 3D printing and the area around Tor Val Mill. All right, anyway, I will see you again very, very soon here on Piccadilly Model Railways. Take care of yourself and bye for now.